Hi, I'm Marcus Boston, and chances are right now you have caught this portion of everything on YouTube or on our website. So you listen to this podcast right now, but I want to go ahead and back up because this is what Renee and I were talking about earlier and give you some background on everything. Chances are you're probably here because you're researching nerve damage or nerve injury as a result of a surgery or medical procedure in Maryland. And the fact pattern that we were discussing dealt with an individual, and this is right here out of Maryland, dealt with an individual in which he went to the hospital or he had to have a procedure done to open a blockage of the proximal subclavian artery in the patient's arm. And the blockage had been discovered in this patient because what was going on is that they couldn't find a pulse in the arm. The arm could move, but there weren't any pulses that were found. Well, we're going to fast forward. The patient ends up seeing a doctor, and the doctor tells him that he needs to get on this right away, pretty much. And the patient and his wife, they ended up agreeing to go ahead and have the procedure done. And the doctor tells him that he's going to use a cut down through the tissue in the patient's shoulder, and that a balloon and a stent would be used also throughout the procedure to help open up the artery and things of that nature. Well, what ends up happening is the patient ends up having severe nerve damage done as a result of the procedure. I mean, severe damage, and it ends up affecting the patient. I mean, it just ends up, making it really hard for him. We're talking about chronic pain. We're talking about a person that's not able to do things that he used to be able to do. I mean, just really, making his life a living hell pretty much. And there were a lot of issues in this case, but especially when we're talking about the doctor violating the safety rules, but for the procedure. But two of the big ones were that the doctor did not really explain and misled the patient about the benefits of the approach that he used to fix the blockage compared to other techniques that were available at the time, and that he did not explain to the patient. In addition to that, which is another big one, was that the doctor did not explain to the patient that he had not done, or he was not really versed in this particular procedure, that he wasn't versed in this procedure. So all of this sets this up for the big issue, and that is you as a patient being able to decide, okay, is this the procedure for me? Is this the doctor that I want to be taking care of this procedure for me? And a lot of these issues go into you being able to make a qualified and an informed decision about your medical treatment. For example, if you're getting ready to have your procedure and the doctor does not tell you that there are 2 or 3 other ways that this procedure could be done, and these 2 or 3 other ways are safer pretty much. But the doctor doesn't tell you that. The doctor just tells you of the one procedure that is not the safest. Now, again, how can you be expected to make an informed decision about something like that, about your procedure, and there's very important information that is left out? In addition, let's say that the doctor tells you that he's going to do this specific procedure, but the doctor doesn't let you know, well, you know what? I've only done this like once, but it's okay. I have it under control. Again, now, you still, even though the doctor may tell you I've only done it once, you still may decide, hey, I'm okay with it. But again, you need to have all the information to be able to decide, do you want to go in another direction? Do you think that, hey, he's only done this one time, I better go to somebody else, because this is a very, very serious procedure that I need to have done, and I like my doctor and everything, but hey, he's only done this thing one time. So again, all of these All of these issues go into your ability to make a very informed decision about your situation. Now, we're almost out of time for this. I think I've been yapping on and on, but chances are, like I said earlier, you're here because you are on the internet right now and you're researching your situation. You've had a procedure done. You've now suffered nerve damage, whether it be in your hand, your arm, leg, wherever in your body. You suffered serious nerve damage as a result of a procedure, and you just don't know what to do. You're trying to find helpful information about this. This is what you do. Pick up the phone and give me a call. I can be reached at 301-850-4832. Again, that's 301-850-4832. As you can see on our YouTube page, we have, I think, like 150 something videos up. We shoot a lot of videos on a lot of these legal issues to try to help give the public a better understanding about Maryland law and things to be on the lookout for in their specific situation. So, like I said, give me a call. Oh, and one other thing, when you give me a call, if I'm working on a client's matter, just leave a message. We return telephone calls at my office at 12 o'clock and 5 o'clock every day. And I know that's a little bit different than a lot of other people, but the reason we do this is because we want to make sure that we're spending the majority of our time working on our clients' work. And I know that, if you become a client of Boston Law Group, you're going to want the same thing. You're going to want to know that, hey, my lawyer is working on my case. So that's why that we return calls at 12 and 5, because it's a lot easier that way to have a set time. So, like I said, don't get discouraged if the secretary puts you through to the voicemail. Just leave a message and we will definitely get back to you. Also, right after this is a commercial that you're going to probably see. I think it's commercial going to run after this, but it's a commercial and it's going to be talking about our consumer guide that we have written for Maryland, for Maryland patients or Maryland people who are having issues with medical procedures. It has a retail value of $15, but it is absolutely free if you give us a call and let us know about your situation. Just, you can send us an email or give us a call. The email address is info@bostonlawllc.com. Again, that's info@bostonlawllc.com. And this book is really, really good. I've got a copy of it right now. It's only 50 pages. It is not long. You don't need a law degree to be able to get through it and understand it. But what it'll do is it will give you a good understanding of what you're up against in these types of cases, why you need your medical records, for example. Why would you need another doctor to come aboard with your case? How do you go about choosing the best lawyer for your case? How do you know if you are possibly the victim of medical malpractice? What do you have to do if you've got a health insurance provider who's paid for a lot of your surgeries? Do they have to be repaid or anything like that? What about this thing in Maryland that deals with caps on, what I mean is this is the tort reform stuff, the caps on what you can recover. So again, and there's a lot more information in the book. Like I said, pick up the phone, give me a call, 301-850-4832, or send an email at info@bostonlawllc.com. Again, that's info@bostonlawllc.com, and make sure that you request the complimentary Maryland medical malpractice book that Renee and I have written. Guys, thanks for taking the time to listen today. Again, I'm Marcus Boston, and I'll be talking with you soon. Bye-bye.
Is 3 seconds enough time to review your scans and x-rays? Every second counts. Don't get left in the dark.